Hey, first off, what a great video to start off my second channel, Twoocy, where I will be focusing on my community and my community only. First off, welcome, welcome, welcome. What a weird way to start things off. This is a story that I thought I would never tell, because I will admit, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying what happens in this story. Now, once again, I can only give you my perspective, but I can provide as much proof of the words that I'm saying as possible and hope to show you that I am not biased towards my own perspective. I will say this, videos from here on out are gonna be a lot more lighthearted, and I apologize for this, but here we go. A lot of people, when they watch my Twitch streams, they say, I heard so much bad things about you. Why is it that I don't believe any of those things anymore? Why do people hate you so much? And it's weird that I'm not making this video in front of my Twitch, but I'm about to take you back through 3 years of how this all started. Now, a lot of y'all may not know, I started in a video game called Summoner's War, and I made funny skits where I would do dumb things involving the game and show off how horribly, horribly, horribly overweight I was. And thankfully, I've lost about 110 pounds since then, but we're still a little bit in the overweight department. But that's okay. Met this creator called Sean B, and he gave my channel a shout out, blew up my channel by 500 subs, which was huge for me. And then he really gave me this advice, which was, Summoner's War is kind of a crowded space. You might want to try to get into a new game if you really want to pursue your passion. And for Sean B, I'm always grateful to that guy. So I went to this new game, and it was called Skylanders Ring of Heroes. And now here's the important thing. This is the only game in my entire channel that you cannot find me make any videos for, even though I made videos for that game for over half a year, except one that I forgot to delete myself. And you might be asking, why did you delete all of those videos? Well, let me tell you, this is how everything started to begin a very downward spiral for the public's opinion of me. Skylanders Ring of Heroes was a turn-based RPG gacha game that I got in on day one, and I was, in fact, the largest content creator besides another content creator called Vulcan Games, of which I love very much. The more I played, I would help players like min-max their gear, min-max their stats, make their characters as strong as possible, and there was this gimmick called the World Weekly Boss. And the World Weekly Boss is where you and all your guild would test your strength, fight this boss, and whoever got the top score, they would get the most rewards. Thus, we enter the villain. There was a guild, and I'm going to leave them nameless. You know what? Fuck it. What do I have to be afraid of? This guild was named Epic, and Epic decided to use bug exploits by, when you go into the boss fight, before you die, you hard close the game, and when you re-enter, you'll be at where you were, but you'll be at full health again. And they would do that over and over and over and over again until their scores were unattainable by any other guilds who knew the glitch, and nobody else knew the glitch. Until one of my mods, and his name is Mateo, who still mods my channel, told me about their bug exploit. When Mateo stabbed Epic in the back and told me how they were doing it, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I made him a mod on my channel, and he's still an active member of my community and a close friend to me to this day. I made a video addressing what Epic was doing in order to take over their leaderboard every single week, because people were wondering, how are they so much better? Here's the thing, they weren't. Now, I was a content creator with less than 1,000 subs, and this was a guild with subsidiary guilds with more than 10 to 20,000 people. When I was exposing what they did, they came at me with swift and unrelenting fury, went immediately to the CM of Skylanders Ring of Heroes in an attempt to get me banned and taken off YouTube and the game as a whole. Now, bless this person's heart, but the CM's name was Captain Puffy, and she was a huge fan of mine, and she was very sweet. She was very kind, and I remember there was a live stream they did where which content creator would you like to see next featured in one of our videos or one of our spotlights? And the entire channel was flooded with Tectone, 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 Tectone. And I meant so much to her that when she saw that, she teared up on the live stream. It was one of the most special moments of my entire content creating career. She saw all these people trying to get me banned, and she reached out to me personally. And she said, Tectone, this can't be true. You aren't exploiting bugs, are you? Why are we getting so many mass reports of you exploiting bugs? And I said, no, I didn't do that. I just made a video about other people who are bug exploiting, and now they're turning it in against me. 2 weeks passed. Puffy looked into the situation and realized that I was right. And no action was taken against me, but action was taken against the Epic Guild, and hundreds of people were banned from this group. And that didn't make them very happy. They stopped going after me and they went after her instead. And unfortunately, she lost her job because with that many people complaining about your CM, the company was forced to move their hand. And that's completely understandable. Thus begins the mass hatred for me. From there, I received hate thread after hate thread after hate thread full of false information, absolute slander, over and over and over and over again. So much so where I deleted every single one of my videos, besides one. I stopped streaming entirely, and I was too afraid to go live until another game came out with a fresh community, a fresh perspective, and I went through a loon, and things were good. I went to Ooh La La, things went really good. I jumped up from a loon, I went to 10K subscribers. To Ooh La La, I went up to 60 to near 80K subscribers. And then after that, I went to Arknights. Arknights was awesome. This game was dope. It was so good. I would still be playing it if the devs actually gave a shit. Unfortunately, they don't. But fast forward to another content creator called Dreamy. Now, Dreamy and I have already settled our differences. I don't want to rehash any of the pre-existing drama. I just need to get you caught up on what happened. I made a lot of videos based on how good operators were and how good certain builds were. And I said one of their favorite characters in the game wasn't good. So they made a video, quote unquote, debunking my video about this character not being good. And then I made a response video to their debunking, and that really made them upset. And Dreamy took what they heard from the previous communities, which was I was problematic, by the threads that Epic wrote because I attempted to call them out on their bug exploiting ways, and they got me completely hated and shunned in this community because I was seen as a drama starter because another person debunks my video and I respond to it, and then they go even further to say that I was attacking them in their DMs, that I was calling them like a fucking bitch and a pussy, and that all this, I was gaslighting them, all this shit, and I left that community as well because of all of that bullshit. Fast forward further into the Genshin, because I could have defended myself. But I did not feel like dealing with it until it came back years later in the Genshin community. And Dreamy once again tried to come after me after the Jin Jinx and Tuner drama, where one of my old friends who I liked a lot, Atsu, was stating his opinion about Zhongli, and then Tuner and Jin Jinx were saying, no, that opinion's wrong. And then everybody started coming underneath fire. I invited Atsu on my stream so he could defend himself. Everything went great. I went to go invite Tuner to come onto my stream to defend himself. People saw that as me bullying him to join the call, which later when we talked, he saw was an innocent attempt at trying to let him defend himself. And once again, that was deemed as a misunderstanding. First misunderstanding, check. But on the video, Dreamy made a post saying about how once again he's been so problematic in other communities, fucking shit talking me in the DMs, gaslighting me, bullying me. And so then what did I do? I exposed all of our DMs. Dreamy deleted the post. Dreamy apologized publicly and admitted that they were wrong and they didn't know what gaslighting meant, though he still thought I was wrong about province. Problematic from other communities, gone. Ring of Heroes, gone. Problematic and Arknights, gone. Misunderstanding between other content creators, completely gone. I've solved my shit with every single person, and it all comes down to misunderstandings every single time. But then the drama with Enviosity happened. The drama with Jin Jinx and Tuner happened. The drama with Atsu happened, all because of the pre-existing notion of he's problematic in other communities, which was never a real thing. And if I'm wrong, show me. There was also another content creators with Takdes, where I leave a supportive comment on their video, and the Arknights community attempts to spin it into an attack, and then Takdes admits publicly that he appreciated my comment and that we were close friends. Another drama, completely solved. Drama with Mtash, completely solved, and now we're homies. Every single thing that I've ever been attached to has been disproven or completely been misunderstood and resolved. But everybody's there for the accusation, and nobody is there for the clearing of your name. Here's another thing I want to touch on. The anime gacha community, and I would like you to just go ahead and look at this for yourself. Almost every single large anime gacha community channel is made by a reserved, soft-spoken, sweet-hearted person, right? And a lot of them will admit that they're introverts. So when an extrovert walks into a group of introverts, it's bound to make some uncomfortable. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with their issues other than just saying, oh, I must be getting bullied. I can't help that I have a lot of things to say. I can't help that when I see something wrong in the community, I have to address it. But here we are, 3 years later, and everybody treats my name like the devil. And then yet anybody who goes to my Twitch knows I'm a pretty decent guy. But there you go. There's the whole story of how one massive guild's action and one misinformed content creator to another misinformed content creator, referring to Dramy and Takdes, or the reaction to Takdes's comment, or my comment to Takdes's comment, was misunderstood. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's pretty much everything. Hopefully I have enough B-roll to show you what I'm talking about, but we'll see. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. I got some really cool story times coming up, so if you enjoyed today's video, or at least watch today's video, maybe watch another. See you guys maybe in a week when I post on here again. Still weird to me that I'm gonna have a second main channel. We'll see where it goes. But just remember, I love you guys very much. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to live my dream and just talk about bullshit that happens in the world. See y'all next time, I guess. Peace.